Hi, hello friends. Welcome to T Academy. Now we'll continue our transformers, important points or formulas. Okay, for the examination of Tamil Nadu Teachers Recruitment Board and AP Gram Sachivalayam as well as ESC exams. Okay, we yesterday we discussed about the iron losses. Okay, in the iron losses there are two types of losses: hysteresis losses as well as eddy current losses. So this part we'll discuss yesterday, and we studied that eddy current losses is proportional to maximum flux square into frequency square into thickness of laminations here. And also we discussed that when the Bmax is constant, then this formula will be applicable here. So what is this? When the Bmax is constant, eddy current loss is proportional to frequency square and the hysteresis loss is proportional to frequency. So from that, by using these two definitions, we can find the total iron loss is equal to some constant into frequency plus some constant B into F square here. Okay, these are about total iron losses. So these two cases are valid when maximum flux density is a constant. Suppose if the maximum flux density is not a constant, then what will be the equation here? Now when the eddy current losses, as you studied, W is proportional to V square. When the Bmax is not constant, that means what is the meaning here? That V by F ratio is not a constant here. So based on this ratio, we studied earlier here that W is proportional to Bm square into F square. So if you talk about here, Bmax means V by F is a variable whole square into F square. F square gets cancelled. Then eddy current is proportional to V square here. Okay. So as the voltage increases, eddy current losses will increase. It won't depends upon the frequency. When the Bmax is not a constant, it's a variable. Similarly, hysteresis loss is proportional to V by F to the power of 1.6 into F. That implies what I can say, V to the power of 1.6 plus what you'll get is 1 by F to the power of 1.6 into F. So if you solve this, what you'll get is V to the power of 1.6 divided by F to the power of 0.6. Also we can write as V to the power of 1.6 into F to the power of minus 0.6. This is a formula here. Now iron losses is nothing but it's a combination of eddy current losses plus hysteresis losses. So first we'll take hysteresis losses, this formula here with a constant A here. So A into V1 to the power of 1.6 divided by F to the power of 0.6 plus B into F square here. Now the iron losses can be reduced by, so iron loss can be reduced by reducing the flux density. So flux density means how can you reduce the flux density? So by reducing the cross section area of the core. Okay, so we know that flux density B is equal to 5 by area here. Now we need to reduce this flux density here. How can you reduce the flux density? So flux density can be reduced with the help of increasing the cross section area. Okay, so by increasing the cross section area, sorry, here it is by increasing the cross section area. So where the flux is remained constant, when the flux is constant here, at that time its condition is valid. When the flux is constant, B is inversely proportional to 1 by A here. Okay, now we will compare here the transformer with a distribution transformer, power transformer. So there is the size of the distribution transformer is a larger compared to power transformer of the same rating. Suppose in the examination point of view, there will be an option here, larger size transformer and a smaller size transformer for the same rating. Means a larger size transformer will be distribution transformer, smaller size transformer will be power transformer. For both are having same ratings here. Okay, application levels are different here. So power transformer is used in power transmission level and distribution transformer is at distribution level. Generally distribution transformer are of a step down in nature, power transformer are of step up in nature generally. Now the ratio of iron to copper losses high in distribution transformer. So what is the meaning of this one here is, so distribution ratio of iron losses divided by copper losses is high. So is high means what is the meaning here? Iron losses are high, copper losses are low. So when the copper losses are low, the ratio of iron to copper loss will be high in distribution transformer. So generally distribution transformer are not overloaded all the 24 hours. Just like power transformer, it is loaded all the time, but distribution transformer is supplying distribution load. Okay, so that it will have a variable loads there. Okay, so as a variable load is there, current is variable means copper loss also variable here. There is a point here. Okay, now we'll study about OC and SC test here. So generally why we are preferring this OC and SC test is in order to find the equivalent circuit parameters of this transformer, that is the series branch parameters and shunt branch parameters, and we can find the voltage regulation and we can find the efficiency. Okay, it's the economical and cheap cheap. Okay, so the cost is very less to do this OC and SC test. So while you're studying your BTech, you studied this OC and SC test in the while you're studying in the lab. Okay, so now generally for OC test, so the other name for the OC test is, it is nothing but it is no load test here. Okay, now first of all, input supply we are providing is single phase supply, and it we are applying for generally 230 volts supply, 230 volts here, and the current will be 0 to 5 amperes reading, and the wattmeter will be of LPF type wattmeter here. Okay, and the LV winding will be 115 volts here, 0 volts. Generally whatever we studied in the experiment, I mean lab point of view, I'm saying this one. Okay, HV winding will be 230 volts, and here will be 0 volts here. Okay, now what will happen here is, so when we are applying single phase supply, the transformer primary winding is going to be energized here. Now because of energization, it is going to give some core losses. So okay, core loss is going to consider. Now to find the R0 X0, that is a shunt branch parameters which you studied in the previous video, and core losses of the transformer, we are going to perform this OC and SC test here. Okay, so must be connected rated flux condition. What is the meaning of this rated flux condition? Means B is proportional to V by F. Okay, so rated flux means it's nothing but a rated voltage condition here. So frequency is obviously constant. Okay, rated flux condition means rated voltage condition. So for example, here there are transformer, two conditions are there. Either you can apply 230 volts winding, high voltage winding here, or you can replace it with a 115 volts. So which is a better one? Generally this will be Viva question or interview question. So why we are conducting OC test on LV side of the transformer only? So you should say that the OC test can be conducted at OC test can be conducted at rated flux condition. So rated flux can be possible with the HV winding as well as LV winding. So we can produce rated flux by using LV winding as well as HV winding. But which is the preferable is LV winding. Why? Because in laboratory point of view, we can give this less amount of voltage to produce a rated flux condition. Sorry. Next one. So performed on LV while HV winding is open circuited here. Okay. So and the shunt branch parameters already we discussed in the previous topic here. And we talk about shunt branch. So short circuit test is also known as impedance test here. Now in impedance test here, we will take a dimmer-stat or auto transformer or variable voltage source here to give the variable voltage source, so which will be of around 30 to 45 volts. Okay, practically you will use 75 volts transformer here, and current will be generally transformer. If it is a 2 kVA 3 kVA transformer, the current will be of 13 amperes here, and we are using a wattmeter here which is of UPF in nature, and HV winding means 230 volts here, 0 volts here. LV winding is 115 volts, and here we have 0 volts. Now this test is performed this test is performed under rated current condition. So when you get rated current, it means here LV winding it will carry more current, so rated current we are applying here. So primary current will carry 13 amperes, secondary short circuit means it's almost 26 amperes current will flow. Okay, so to find the series branch parameters and the variable losses here, now R equivalent can be found as PSE by IC square. What's a PSE? It is a wattmeter reading. So ISC is nothing but short circuit current ratio, and ZSC nothing but VSC by VOC by ISC. So we got VSC value, IOC value here. Okay, and X is nothing but Z is equal to R square plus X square. From this formula I can derive this. Okay, there is one more important point here. Sampurna test or back-to-back test, or it is nothing but regenerative test here. So it is used to determine the temperature rise. So important formula here it is temperature rise is proportional to total losses divided by 12.5 into width of the transformer here. Next one, efficiency at full load. So efficiency full load is equal to X into kV into full load into cos phi divided by X into kV into full load into cos phi plus Pi plus P copper losses at full load. Okay, so this will be PC square. So actually PCU at full load here. Now when we are discussing about X load, here we will add X value, and here we have X, and here you have X, but the losses are iron loss are constant losses. Okay, thank you friends, thanks for watching my video. We will continue in the next session. So let's continue here. We have seen the efficiency versus load graph here. So in the y axis we have considered a percentage efficiency, and x axis percentage load or kVA. Generally, as the current increases, what will happen? The iron losses will remain constant, but copper losses is proportional to I square, and the final efficiency is going to be reaches maximum point, and then it's going to be fall down here, and the total losses will be rising like this. Okay. Now, so efficiency is a maximum when when iron losses is made equal to x square instead of copper losses here. Okay, iron losses, as we know, constant. It's a x square piece is a variable here. Okay, so this variable will vary. Okay, and we'll make it adjust with the iron losses. Remember this very important point. If the iron losses is 250 watts, then you will alter or manipulate here, and you will make it as a 250. Okay, but you will not change this one. So efficiency is maximum when iron losses is made equal to variable losses here. Okay, this variable is 250 variable here. Now at this time, where x is the fraction of load, x is nothing but iron losses by copper losses. It's a very important point, and this formula, based on this formula, almost one question will be there in each and every examination except gate. Okay, now output KVA corresponding to maximum efficiency, so is equal to x times that of rated KVA. Next, current corresponding to efficiency maximum point of view is the square root of iron losses by R02. Okay, so current value, it's not a maximum efficiency, it's a current value. So I is equal to what you can, so I square into R is equal to P na. So based on this formula, I is equal to P by R, like that we return. So voltage regulation, so voltage regulation is the thing, but it is a difference between no load voltage to full load voltage, and specified in terms of full load voltage here. Remember here it's a full load voltage, and if you want percentage means what you will do is you will multiply with 100 here. So voltage regulation should be as low as possible. Okay, so it is calculated on full load voltage. So for example, let me take 230 volts here. Okay, 230 volts. So no load voltage, full load voltage will be say 200 volts. If you are specifying 200 volts here, it's a lesser quantity. Whatever the voltage regulation is maximum. Okay, but we should try to keep it as low as possible. Now next one, so voltage regulation is equal to R02 into I2 into cos phi plus or minus x02 I2 into sin phi here. Okay, is it divided by E2 here. Now here you can get a doubt, sir, why we are decreasing this voltage? If you are making 230, it will be again lesser now. Okay, if you are making a 230 volts here, again it will be lesser value. But what is the main theme here? It is we need to make this voltage changes should be as low as possible. That's why we are using this VFL here. Okay, now voltage relation VR is equal to R02 I2 into cos phi plus or minus x02 I2 into sin phi divided by E2. So plus value for lagging, minus value for leading power factors. Now condition for maximum voltage regulation is equal to it will happen at lagging power factors when the tan phi is equal to R02 by x02. Condition for zero voltage regulation is nothing but tan phi is equal to x02 by R02. So maximum voltage regulation is nothing but Z per unit here. So this will happen at unity power factor condition. For leading power factor greater than x02 by R02, the voltage regulation will be negative. No, this following parts are very important. Regulation will be positive at all the lagging power factors and UPF. Regulation may be positive large leading power factors nearer to unity, and a negative at lower leading power factor away from the unity. So what's the meaning of this one is regulation may be positive at all the lagging power factors. Regulation may be positive at large leading power factor nearer to unity, and a negative means regulation will be negative at low leading power factor away from the unity. So this point should be important. Now for keeping the voltage regulation low, Z02 or Z per unit should be as low as possible. So this can be achieved in case of shelter transformers. This can be achieved by using sandwiched or interleaved winding. So interleaved winding, we are using sandwich or interleaved winding to reduce the voltage regulation low value. In core type transformers, we will place the winding closer to each other. So we will make the coefficient of coupling K is equal to approximately 1. So okay, so another method is by increasing the height and width of the transformers. So height and width of the transformer here. Now next, XL, that means leakage reactance in a high voltage transformer is high compared to leakage reactance of the low voltage transformer. So due to thickness of insulation here. Okay, so in distribution transformer, the core losses for Y hours. So Y is nothing but say T or T hours also you can take. distribution transformer core losses, copper losses, sorry, the core losses proportional to T. Ours is equal to, so copper losses PC into output KVA square divided by rated KVA whole square into Y here. Okay, so this is the for this session, friends. We'll continue the next coming session. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.